Merry Meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch for a general reading for all signs. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. Sorry about my camera, everybody. I'm getting it here. Oh. All right, so we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch, and thank you so much for joining us for this general reading. If you're watching on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through all the shuffling I'm about to do by using the timestamp right in the video description. I'm reading with this Crystal Tarot by Lo Scarabeo today, and let's use this Roger and Gallet Extra VA to purify. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. You can find information about purchasing those products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. This goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it does not seem to apply to you, you can easily disregard that reading, and you can... Sorry about that. Just like all over the place today. If this doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard the reading and check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for a quick, easy restream right on my website, ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. I don't read with card reversal, so don't worry a thing about it when you see me flipping those cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. We have a shop at Ariel's Corner, shop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have all kinds of different merchandise listed there, including tarot decks. And those are all affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate that support. Another way to support us is by sending a donation, and you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat to give a donation. If you are on a restream, yeah, if you're on a restream, you can use a super thanks. Sorry, I've been one of the softwares I use is called Restream, so it's on my brain today because we were having some technical difficulties this morning, which seemed to be resolved. So I apologize for being a little bit frazzled when I started because I was a little late. But I think we are all good. Seems like we're streaming nice and strong, so yay us. Let's give this deck a nice clean cut. And we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today, starting off with the 4 of Cups, followed by the 9 of Wands, and then we have that beautiful 3 of Coins. The 9 of Wands is, I think what happens is with this 9 of Wands, it's where we don't kind of get enough rest, where we just keep going and going and going, even though we need to take some downtime and realize that it's okay not to complete every little thing all the time. A lot of times that comes up when we have already committed to a spiritual practice, when we have decided to commit to a peaceful existence, a harmonious existence within ourselves. The ego says, yeah, but... and then we seem to react to our decision to have that peace by overdoing stuff. What we have to recognize is that it takes an act of will to stay true to our convictions. An act of will doesn't mean willing ourselves to go in this case. An act of will is being is committing to making a choice, a decision. A decision is an act of will. That's the act of will. The act of will isn't something physical that can come after a particular act of will, but the will itself is making a choice. So you have to choose in the moment. You can't just say, well, I'm going to have this spiritual practice and then expect everything to go a certain way for you. You have to stay committed to whatever your choice is, and you have to choose in the moment, over and over and over again. So if you've made a choice, it looks like many of you have, for the spiritual practice or the spiritual path, making a choice, perhaps for many of you for having a peaceful and harmonious existence, regardless of what's going on in the world around you, then when the rubber meets the road and the world offers you an opportunity to overdo it or to overwork, that's when your act of will must come forth. And you have to say, I made a choice to have harmony. I made a choice to have peace, and I'm going to stick with that choice. I'm not going to get pulled off. And that's where a lot of people, I think, make mistakes. They think, well, I did the spell, or I meditated today, or I did the thing, so that's it, right? It's just all I have to do is set it and forget it. That's not always the case. Sometimes when you set it, you can't forget it. When you can forget it until confronted with a choice, and then you have to say, well, now I'm going to use those muscles that I've been building. I'm going to use those muscles, that I'm going to choose to have a peaceful experience. I'm going to choose not to overwork. I'm going to choose to have some downtime. I'm going to choose to have a rest and some recuperation. I'm going to make my choice sacred, and I'm not going to get myself pulled off my choice. That's an act of will. Now, when you do that, understand that doesn't mean that you're, see, I think what happens for a lot of us is that we think, well, if I work really hard and I don't let myself get the rest or whatever that is, then I'll have the rewards. But that's not the choice that you had made. The choice, according to this reading, the choice that you guys made, many of you anyway, was to work things out spiritually or magically, so that things worked out for you in a peaceful, easy, relaxed way, not an overworked, overwrought, work my fingers to the bone, or whatever this happens to be for you, where you're not getting enough self-care, you're not getting enough rest. So you made that choice, and now you're saying, well, I'm going to second guess that choice. I can help things along. Don't do that. You don't do that. You allow yourself to have what you've chosen. And if you're moving off into other avenues than what you've chosen, that means that you aren't being true to your will. You are using your will against yourself to make the wrong choices, or even worse, not to make a choice at all. Because that's a type of choosing that's sort of like the easy way out. Well, I'll just let everything just be the way it used to be. You can't let things be the way they used to be if you've made a choice to have it different. Doesn't that make sense? I made a choice to have a different life where I can have an easy, relaxed, harmonious life and still get all my needs met in a high and wonderful way. I made that choice. So why is it that I'm not allowing myself to redecide for that when it comes to this choice to take some downtime or to take care of myself? Well, I can hear people, well, no, but then who's going to get the work done? How's it going to get done? I'll never be able to get the prosperity that I want if I don't work. So be careful of that. You're going against your actual your whatever this decision was. I mean, whether you cast a spell, or whether you did an affirmation, or whatever that was, you have to be true to that. You have to be true to that spiritual practice. You can't just say, well, I'll do the spiritual practice and then I'll also do my other thing. You have to allow yourself to be true to your choices. And that active will is something that comes up again and again and again for us. Now, this beautiful Page of Cups says that you made some really smart choices based on something good that you were experiencing, some good kind of inspiration that you were having, many of you. So you thought, well, yes, this is the life I want. This is the life I want. And then when things seemed a little bit, maybe you didn't know, this Priestess card is going through times of mystery when you can't see what's going on. You don't understand what's going on. Well, then I'm going to just push through. I'm going to push through. If I can't see it, then it must not be happening. Right? And what happens with that is you still can get the benefits. You can still get the financial benefits of it all that you're trying to get, or the worldly benefits, but you're not getting them in the way that you want it. You said, according to this reading, I want things to work out peacefully and harmoniously for me. I want things to work out in an easy and relaxed manner and in healthy and positive ways. So when things are not manifesting in the most obvious way possible, after you've made a decision like that, you have to be aware of the tendency to say, well, it doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm just going to push through. You don't want to just push through, because then when you do that, what you're doing is you're reinforcing, oh, that was just a pipe dream, that I could have things in an easy and relaxed manner and in healthy and positive ways. I'm going to push through and make it happen. And yeah, you do get those material benefits, but you don't get any of the peace. You don't get the peace. This is that impatience. This is that overwork. All because you couldn't trust that the mystery had you. The mystery had your back. Right? So you don't plant things in the ground and dig them up. That'll kill them. In this case, I don't see that you're killing them, but what I do see is you putting a ton of hormones in the soil to hurry it up, to do it your way. And then your crop might be okay, but it's not the same. It's not what you asked for. It's not what your original plan was, which was to have a peaceful, harmonious existence while having the prosperity, while having your needs met, while having all of the positive experiences in the physical world. And somehow, when, like I said, when this goddess of mystery shows up, it's like, oh gosh, it's a mystery, so I better take over. And in fact, right now, what you want to do is choose to trust in the mystery. Choose to trust in that the mystery has you. This is that Shekinah energy. This is that goddess of mystery, but she's also the goddess of substance. And the goddess of substance is there to be impressed upon, to manifest in whatever wonderful forms are necessary for you. And it comes out of nowhere. That's the whole idea of Shekinah. She is the substance that is invisible but underlies all physical manifestation. So when you decide to impress that Shekinah energy with this goal of, I want my needs met in an easy and positive way, easy and relaxed and harmonious, and she says, here we go. And all you barely see the fairy dust start to glitter for that to manifest, and you say, oh, it's not working. I'm going to just push through. Well, she's still going to manifest for you, but now she's going to manifest for you based on that, based on the attitude, right? So you got to be careful of that. You've got to allow yourself to trust the process. And I know that can seem scary, but it's really not. Once you try it a few times, you realize that there's nothing to fear. So this High Priestess card, I do have a meditation called Working with the Goddess of Mystery that you may want to take a listen to, because it might make you feel more safe in trusting and having faith that this goddess energy is going to manifest for you the way that you want it, to manifest in an easy and relaxed manner, healthy and positive ways, harmoniously and peacefully, rather than you working yourself to the bone. No more working ourselves to the bone. We're going to work smarter, not harder, and we're going to work smarter by allowing ourselves to change our point of view. Change our point of view that we trust that our needs are being met in an easy and relaxed manner, and that we don't have to work so hard, or we don't have to work hard at all, because when we're doing what we love, it doesn't seem like hard work anyway. But even when you're doing what you love and it doesn't seem like hard work anyway, you still need to take the downtime. You still need to take some time off, and that's what this goddess of mystery is saying. You take that time off, you take some rest. I got this. We already talked about this, she's saying. We know what to do. You don't have to push. It's all good. Chill out. It's all coming. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Shirley and Dre. Is that right? Or Jennifer and Shirley. I'm not sure who it is, but thank you so much for being here today. And thank you, moderators. And we will see you tomorrow for another general reading. By the way, I'm going to be on vacation next week. If you want to get all the right dates, make sure you go onto my website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com, and sign up for my emails, which you can do at the bottom of each and every page. See you soon. Blessed be.